Yeah.
What exactly? You said it's an invisible instrument.
It's always the instrument that you hear like in horror movies. It goes ooh.
Like it's like they're literally like scratching their nails against the electromagnetic spectrum is what this instrument is.
That sounds like that kind of sounds like when you have a glass of water and you just kind of like circle your finger around the edge of the glass.
It makes a similar sound.
Yeah.
But with the theremin, you can make a bunch of different sounds all at once. Whereas a glass, you have to do 1 glass, 2 glass, 3.
And so he just like screamed at you for like the opening hour, and it was like no, that was the worst one ever.
Was it just him and the theremin?
Just him and the theremin. I'm telling you, it's the worst opening act ever. So like,
it looks like an old timey TV modem.
Basically, I mean that's.
I'm telling you, they're like.
It looks really stupid.
Back in the day, back in the mid 20th century, it was or early mid 20th century. That was like the instrument because it was so not instrument looking, but it could make instrument.
It made
sounds.
noise.
Yeah, and you could make music out of it. It's like
okay, music loosely used as a term.
Sure.
It's like he would make it scream at you, and then it was like some weird like beatnik poetry randomly. Sometimes it was it was the worst opening act ever.
Jesus.
And so, and I mean I've seen other opening acts that are, it ranges from like screaming beatnik to like mediocre like bar band is like most opening act. Right. But I could tell right away that Jobeie Mars was like he was more polished, and he was definitely at a different level than any of the other opening acts.
Right. Thank God for Jobeie Mars.
Thank God for Jobeie Mars.
He nailed it for you at this concert.
I mean, he did. He brought out like the good stuff, and like he also like played only 45 minutes, which I appreciated because like nobody was there to see. Well, apparently like there were 2 people in front of me who were there to see him.
Yeah,
they were about the Jobeie. Like they were not so much into the Killers, and I was like,
well, then why'd you come? Or why didn't you just leave after Jobeie?
Well, like, and the guy like who I kept hitting in the head. Like, I think he was sitting down because, like, I don't think him and his girlfriend knew anything but Mr. Brightside.
Oh,
that's sad.
Yeah, like,
why come to the concert? I guess they came for Jobeie, but leave after Jobeie.
Yeah, maybe. Like,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you got your 45 minutes in, like, you don't know it.
If you came to see Theremin Guy, not Ani DeFranco, like, leave after Theremin Guy.
Yeah, like, because it was. Come on, like
it's as simple as that. There's no reason to hang around.
I don't think anybody ever came for Theremin Guy, and like, I don't know how he got the gig.
I'm just happy he did. Clearly he was trying hard.
Yeah, I feel like
he tried hard.
It was a bone that Ani DeFranco threw at him. Was like, okay, come play.
Like he was my roommate in college.
Yeah, like that's how I felt. It's like
it's fine.
He let me stay on the couch one time, and so like.
I was suffering and he helped,
I'll let him play a concert, and
it's a good feeling.
I mean, because she didn't have to be out there to hear it and see it. So
no.
She's like, no. It's like, oh, do you want me to be on stage?
She was on the bus.
Oh, no.
She was in a soundproof room.
She was on the bus. I didn't even come on. She's like, whatever, let him play. Let him do his thing.
To hear the theremin.
Like, what do you want to play? The theremin? Okay. As long as I don't have to share the stage with you and sign off on that. No.
I'll be out here. Let me know when you're done, and I'll come out.
I mean, yeah, because. It was the worst thing. Like, that's like one of the ones where people were literally like hanging out at the like concession bar just to be away from it.
Just to get away, and you could still hear the theremin.
You could, yeah.
That makes me feel sad for the guy.
It made me feel sad.
Cutting edge.
He's a really great guy, and everybody made him feel bad about his theremin.
He's like, this is cutting edge. Why are you guys going to get a drink?
This is going to be the next generation of music, is the theremin, folks. How dare you walk out on this very, very, very inspirational moment.
Yep. That's really what it was. And then
was it just like spoken word poetry on top of it?
Yeah, it would be like fried chicken on your breakfast plate. And you're just like, you're just like, stop! It's like I wanted to leave, but I had secondhand embarrassment. Like I didn't want to stand up. Like that feeling you get when you're just like, that person should be embarrassed, and maybe they're not. But like it's so much you feel it. Like,
and if you got up and walked away, everybody was going to know why you were really.
Yes, like they would have known.
There would have been no second guessing that.
I mean, it was one of those things where, like, I went with my friend and we could not laugh. But we definitely tried not to, is what I would say.
It's all right to laugh.
It's like, it was, like, I had to, because, like, I was embarrassed to be there. Like, is that guy, he was so into himself. And everybody else was just trying to figure out what was going on.
Where's Ani DeFranco? I can't even see Ani DeFranco.
What is going on?
Wait, did you ask your friend, like, are you sure Ani DeFranco is coming on right after?
Are you sure this wasn't a huge troll attempt to show up at this guy's concert?
I checked my tickets. I was like, I mean, it was in Charleston, too. So, like, It's not a small town. And Charleston has, like, culture. Like, I hope that it would be more than, like,
he's like Jobeie Mars and fried chicken.
No, he didn't have Jobeie vibes.
He didn't
that was part of his spoken word poetry. Jobeie Mars and fried chicken on a breakfast plate.
That would have been poignant, and I would have loved to heard it. I'm sorry I wasn't there.
Biscuits with Mr. Brightside.
And then he would just make scream.
You'd scream?
It was like a chicken being beheaded.
The theremin.
The theremin, yeah. It's like a chicken. And it'd just go on for so long. So, but luckily, Jobeie didn't have that.
For any upcoming musicians, the theremin is not a cool instrument, so please don't go into that.